Good morning, F Squad. How are you today? Welcome to the F Squad, where we focus on being over 40, fit, fine, and fabulous. Thank you once again for coming back. It definitely feels good. Oh, before we forget, check it. 10 subscribers. What? Woo-wee. Hey, and it goes together. 10,000 steps, 10 subscribers. We're starting, but we're on our way. Thank you so much for subscribing, pressing that notification button. Thank you for watching my videos and staying with me on this journey. Anyhow, so today we're talking stats. Where we at in 127 days as of the time, obviously, then I check the numbers. They'll be different by the time you watch these videos, because I'm working. Anyhow, let's get on with it. So I have a piece of paper because there's a lot of numbers and I don't want to get them mixed up. So I've been walking a minimum of 10,000 steps a day for the last 125 days consecutively. Okay, it's 127, but I'm minusing the 2 days that I decided to take off away in the beginning, but I don't take off anymore. I walk every day. So in 120, okay, I'll just stick to 127 days because that's what it says on the picture. I have walked 1,534,853 steps. That is a lot of steps. That is a lot of steps. Now, that equals to 744 miles. I've done that in 288 hours. And I've burned, according to the app, 56,172 calories. I really don't know about that because I still only lost 17.5 pounds. But that's neither here nor there. That's a lot of steps. That's a doggone lot of steps. Now let me put that in perspective for you. If I were walking, if New York is my point of reference, I have walked to Boston and back, then gone to Boston again because it's only 215 miles from New York. I have walked Washington, D.C., 227. So I have walked to Washington, D.C., come back and walk to Washington, D.C. again. South Carolina. I am in South Carolina. Because I'm at 144 miles. South Carolina from New York is 120. So I'm in South Carolina on my way to Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta is 66.2 miles. So I'm not yet in Atlanta, but I'm on my way. I'm almost there. I'm like maybe a week away or two. Not even two, maybe a week away. Now, that's putting it in perspective for anyone in the US. If you are in Africa, if you're in Zambia, because I know Zambia. If you're in Zambia, and this is for you, okay? I have walked from Lusaka to Livingston and back, because Livingston from Lusaka is 301 miles, 301.6 miles. Chipata, 352.9. So I have walked to Chipata and back to Lusaka. I have walked to Solwezi. Well, I have only walked to Solwezi. I'm still on my way back from Solwezi because Solwezi from Lusaka is 585.6 miles. So I'm still walking back from Solwezi. Ndola is 196.9. So I have walked to Ndola and back, gone to Ndola, now on my way back. Now, yeah, I'm on my way back to Lusaka. If you're in the UK, or in Europe rather, from London, being a point of reference, London to Paris is 283.9 miles, walk that and back. London to Dublin is 287 miles, walk that and back. London to Milan is 766.8 miles. I'm almost there. I'm almost in Milan from London. So that's a lot. That's a lot of steps. That's a lot of steps. But that's only in 127 days by walking 10,000 or more. 10,000 is not the magic number, but it's just the level of activity that you want to keep in your daily routine to keep it healthy without having to do the extraordinary. If you have a job that allows you to move around, or it's a more, it's not a sedentary job, you probably don't need to walk as much. But I have to sit, and I sit for long hours at a time for my job, so I have to be proactive about motion. So that goes to show you, basically, if you look at it, that you don't have to be the best at anything, because there's a lot of, when I look at my app, there's a lot of people who are putting in astonishing daily numbers. Like, whoa, what have you been doing? Like 48,000 miles in a day. 48,000 steps in a day. Boo, what were you doing? Did you do anything else? But nonetheless, hold on. Nonetheless, they did put up these numbers, and there's a ton of people who put them up consistently. So my point is, you don't have to be the best. You don't have to go the fastest. But dogged determination and consistency gets you pretty far, right? And this brings me back to my favorite author, one of my favorite authors, James Clear, Atomic Habits. It's in the little things that you do persistently and consistently that the war is won, or the game is won. It's not what you do on one day because you just walk 30,000 steps one day. That's not going to help. It's like going to the gym for 4 hours one day. You'd be super tired. But it's the times you go consistently and persistently. And this is applicable to all areas of life. Your finances, your health, whatever it is, your spirituality or whatever it is, you have to make sure, one, you're on the right ladder, but two, that you're taking steps towards your ultimate goal. And then when it comes to seeking knowledge, make sure to seek knowledge from people whose results you want to achieve, or who know more about the subject matter than you. It makes no sense to go and ask your family and friends about finances if they are not well versed in finances, if their financial lives are in disarray. Why are you asking them? Unless you want yours to be in disarray too. That could be a goal. But if you want to do better, you'd have to seek knowledge from people that are successful, know more, and have proven success. Because a lot of people have a lot of ideas in practical, and they're very good at telling other people what to do, but they never do it themselves. So you just have to make sure that you're seeking knowledge from where it will be most beneficial for you, right? And they have results to show for it in whatever it is. So you just have to really be focused, because the past couple of days, this past week, yesterday it was raining, and I think on Wednesday it was raining too. And when you wake up in the morning and it's raining, your first instinct, you just want to roll back in bed, because if you're waking up at 5 o'clock or whatever, earlier than that, to walk and it's raining, it's not what you want to do. But it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. And the marathon, if you've ever ran a marathon, it's not like I'm super experienced. I ran one, but I believe, usually, I mean, sometimes they just, okay, Mr. Truck Driver, calm down now over there. Okay. Sometimes you find that, sometimes it's like real health emergencies, that people keel over on the side of the street on the day of the marathon. But I surmise that usually it's because they didn't respect the marathon enough to give it the ample training that it requires, because you gotta put in the work. Even if you're not winning, more people don't win than do, but you gotta put in the work. You gotta put the body through the paces that it requires to sustain running 26.2 miles. You just gotta, and if you don't, the miles will humble you. They will truly humble you, because a lot of people, it looks good on TV, and I love to watch running. It looks like, oh man, come on, go faster, I could run. But when you are running, is a mile long. It's really long when you're running it. When you're watching someone else run it, it's like, come on, you can do this. You do it. So like in anything, in finance, in health, it's easy to watch someone, do sit-ups or do walking. Get up and do it, and be persistent with it. There's just no other way, No one can do it for you. So anyway, I wanted really to just show my stats in terms of where I'm at and how far I've come in just 127 days, right? Basically 4 months of walking. And it's not like out of this world crazy astonishing numbers. No, 10,000 is doable. I mean, it's a stretch, but it's doable. Actually, you require to do at least that. You're required to do at least that amount of steps to stay healthy. But I'm also super busy with a lot of responsibilities. So a lot of us, at least over 40 fine and fabulous people, have a lot of responsibilities and a lot of things to do. So it's not like I can spend 2 hours in the gym, be all like toning this part. No, I don't have that kind of time. But I can make time to at least walk 10,000 steps or incorporate it in my daily activity and make it a priority, because there's nothing like feeling unhealthy and things starting to hurt and not looking fit, fine and fabulous. Then I'm sure we're not going to do that. No, yet. So hang on a second, crossing the road, and there's cars. Okay, there we go. So this week was one of those weeks where you can't wait. You can't wait for end of day Friday, because it's just so stressful, and it's good and bad in the sense that the time moves so fast because you have so much to do and so little time, so you get to Friday fast. But boy, shoot, you have to talk yourself off the ledge the whole weekend because you have to get back in it on Monday. But anyhow, that's neither here nor there. I'm happy it's a Saturday morning. I am doing my walk, and I'm going to listen to, I didn't quite yet start listening to the four language of, the four whatever, the love book. I can't remember now. I'm just tired. It's too early because I was still re-listening to Chris Voss. Hey, it is what it is. But I'll definitely start it today, probably after I finish doing this video, and probably see how far I get by tomorrow. Anyhow, people, I need to get moving, get walking, but as always, stay safe, keep strong, stay motivated, stay committed. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Please remember to subscribe, press that notification button, hey, and stay cool. Thank you once again. Thank you so much for stopping by F Squad, where we focus on being over 40, fit, fine, and fabulous. Deuces.